Hi there, it's Elaine Stefanos, your clutter coach and the co-founder of Mojo Life Coaches. And in this short video, I'm going to share with you our 7-step system to declutter a room. So this is really exciting. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to share with you the exact 7 steps. And then we're going to zoom into one of our clients' homes. Her name is Strong Susan, and we are so excited for her bravery and for us to allow us to zoom into her room. And you guys get to be a fly on the wall watching my partner Steve and I declutter her room, following the 7 steps I'm going to share with you right now. So hang tight, and I'm going to pull up the slide showing you my 7 steps, and then we're going to zoom into Susan's room. So hang tight, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's time to laser coach our very brave client, Strong Susan. And before I do that, like I said, we're going to talk about the 7 steps to declutter your room. And here are those steps. So the first step that you want to do, because you're just going to follow along with what we are teaching Susan when we zoom over to her. So the first step is you want to pick one room to declutter with the fewest emotional triggers. Okay, so what you want to do is look at your home and figure out which room you want to declutter first. And I always recommend you choose one with the fewest emotional triggers. And Susan is choosing her bedroom. So although that one, as you will see in her video, she's going to have some emotional triggers. But if you're just starting off, we always recommend you pick one with the fewest. Maybe it's your bathroom or your kitchen, but that's up to you to choose. The second step is we want you to get 3 bins: the recycle bin, the trash bin, and the donation bin. And when we move over to Susan, you're going to see she was going to decide what is going to go into recycling, what items are going to go into trash, and which items are going to go into the donation box. So these are the steps. So you want to, after you pick your room, then you're going to compile those 3 bins. Step 3 is you're going to split your room into 4 quadrants, and you're going to choose one quadrant to start decluttering. And the reason we do this is because we want you to stay laser focused on one area, one quadrant. And the reason we do this is because if we have so many areas to look at, we get distracted and we don't stay laser, excuse me, we want to stay laser focused on one quadrant. And then in order to do this, we follow step number 4. And this is our little ninja trick. In order to stay laser focused on that one quadrant, we recommend you put a sheet over the other 3 quadrants. And this is because we all have that little, that squirrel, oh, I want to go over here, and like ADD, and we move around, and we just get distracted. So the ninja trick to not get distracted is to put a sheet over the other 3 quadrants so we stay laser focused on the one quadrant, okay? The next step, number 5, is the 1-touch rule. So the way that works is you pick up an item once, you touch it once, and then you immediately decide what to do with it. So now you're probably asking, well, Elaine, how do I decide what to do with it? Well, you move on to step number 6. You ask 3 specific questions. So let's just pretend, for sake of example, I pick up a sweater, okay? And it's in my cluttered pile. And I ask myself, does this sweater serve me in the present moment? Or will I wear this sweater in the next 6 months? If the answer is yes, and I absolutely know I'm going to wear it, then I keep it and I leave it and I put it in the closet. Again, 1-touch rule. I decide I'm going to keep it and I put it in the closet, okay? Because it's already, let's just pretend it's on a pile of stuff, on a pile of clothes on the floor. However, if it does not serve me in the present moment, I ask the second question. Does this sweater serve my family or friends? If the answer is yes, let's just say it serves my sister. So if the answer is yes, I take the item and I put it to the outside of the door of my bedroom, okay? Don't go beyond the outside door of the bedroom, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then you decide, who it's going to go to. It's going to be going to my sister. At the end of the decluttering process, let's just say you're going to do this for 30 minutes. At the end of the the decluttering process, you are going to take all the items that you put outside that room and you're going to make decisions with them, okay? So for instance, I will call my sister and say, hey, I have this sweater, you may want it. You haven't come by my house, but I'm decluttering and I need to get this done. Be sure to come by Friday at 5 o'clock or else I'm sending it to donation. Okay. So that's the thing you want to do with the second question. But now let's say the sweater does not serve a family member or friends. You ask the third question. And then that question is, does this sweater serve my community? Well, I look at the sweater and it's still in great shape. It doesn't have any holes or tears or rips and dirty. And so, yes, it serves my community. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in that donation box that you've already compiled. Okay, so now step number 7. This is what the identify the home for each item. So if I am in my bedroom and I have, let's say, a screwdriver in my bedroom. Well, the home of a screwdriver is not in my bedroom. So again, I take that screwdriver because it's not in the correct home. Meaning it's in my bedroom, so it's not in the correct home. So that I put that item, that screwdriver outside the door. And just like I said before, after the decluttering session is over, then I would distribute every item that's outside my door. I would take them to the appropriate homes after decluttering the room I'm working in. And now, the reason why we put the stuff outside the door and we don't immediately take that screwdriver to our screwdriver is in our garage. Like that's the home of all of our home maintenance supplies is in our garage. So instead of running now down to the garage immediately and putting the screwdriver in the garage, the reason I don't do that is I will then start decluttering the garage. And I will never get back to my task at hand, which is staying laser focused on my bedroom. So that is the reason why we put all of the stuff that doesn't belong in that particular room and it's in the wrong home, we put it outside that door. And then when we're done, we just run around the house and distribute the items to the appropriate homes. Okay, so with that fundamental guidelines, those are the 7 steps that you want to follow when you declutter the room of your choice. So now we're going to put this into actual action, and you're going to be a fly on the wall watching my partner Steve and I declutter Susan's room. So for sake of this video, to save time, Susan has already done step 1. She picked her bedroom to declutter. She then went to step 2. She already has her bins, the recycle, the trash, and the donation those bins are already in her bedroom. Step 3, Susan already split her room into the 4 quadrants and she chose one quadrant. You will see us decluttering with her. So she has this one quadrant she's working in. And she has already done step 4 by putting a sheet over the other 3 quadrants. So to keep this video short, we're not going to share that part of it because she's already done it. We're going to go straight into the laser coaching so you can see her go through the emotional tug of war as she goes through the 1 touch rule. She's going to ask the questions and then she's going to put items that are in the wrong home. You're going to watch her put them to the edge of her door of her bedroom. So without further delay, hang tight and we are going to zoom into Strong Susan's bedroom. So hang tight with me and here's Susan and Steve and I decluttering her room.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to live in the past anymore, okay? And this is going to be exciting. You remember that spiritual quest I told you about?
Yes.
And that smile right now is your soul recognizing the light out of that darkness. The darkness is the fear and the living in the past, okay?
Yep. Yeah.
So are you ready? Okay, we're going to feel a little uneasy, but we're just going to feel that fear and we're just going to do it anyhow, Okay?
Right, because when we're living in the past, that's where depression and and that the negativity, right? There's sort of that kind of that trepidation and that, ooh, what's that booby trap of the memory, right? But you just realize that in your big why, meaning your peaceful sanctuary.
Right.
Just think now, going back to that, this beautiful, I'll call it an armoire, because I think that's what I call them. This armoire is here to store clothes for you that serve you in the present moment, and it is a beautiful piece of furniture that you can actually utilize so that you can clear up the space on your floor and walk around and enjoy that peaceful sanctuary. So now we're living in the present moment where there is, I mean, I can't wait for you to watch this recording because you are grinning from ear to ear, my dear my girlfriend. And that's the freedom that we were talking about. Now you've set yourself free from that boogeyman from the past of New York City, right? It's not there.
Yeah.
It was all there in your past imagination. It's just holding on to that old, it's called a story. It's an old story that's not serving you in the present moment. So now it's easy now to re-engineer the meaning you're giving to that armoire. And now it's a blessing. It's, oh, thank God I have this piece of furniture to now put my stuff in.
So Susan, what I want you to do is close your eyes really quick. And I'm doing this because if you see there's certain things that block us, and this is blocking you because now your clothes are on the floor because they're not in the right place. So this is why I'm spending so much time on it. So close your eyes. And I want you to imagine a beautiful white glowing ball of protection around that armoire. Okay. All right. And understand that no might. Okay. And if they do break through this protective bubble, you'll be able to handle it just like you were able to handle it in New York, right?
Yep.
But what we're going to do is we're not going to use our imagination and our consciousness to keep creating what we don't want. We're going to create this beautiful protective bubble and have faith, just like the Bible says. We got to have faith. We can't see God, but we believe in him, right? Okay.
Yep.
You're going to have faith that this bubble is going to protect this armoire. So now you can fully be integrated and go 100% to grab your things and get excited to have a nice storage place. And then you can have your sanctuary back. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Are you committing to it?
Yes.
Okay. So anytime even a thought of a mouse or a mice or anything, you're just going to think protective bubble and I have nothing to worry about. Okay?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Elaine, let's get into the physical decluttering for a second.
Okay. So, Susan, when you look around the room, we want to divide the room into quadrants. Okay. So, and the reason we do this, and everybody else listening too, no matter what room that you're in, when we look at the entire room in its entirety, we get overwhelmed because it looks like so much stuff. So, what we want to do is divide the room into quadrants. And pick the quadrant where there is where we can make some good fast progress, where there's not a lot of items with emotional ties to it. Okay. And the reason we want to do that is because for a couple reasons. We want to pick up momentum that you are moving forward, and also to build that muscle of making quick decisions with that one touch roll. Okay. And the reason why we do that with the least emotionally charged items is because there's where you're going to pick up that progress and that mentality and that confidence that you can do this. And now it becomes a routine and you answer those questions. Does it serve me, my family, or the community? Now you've got a routine and a process and a plan of action. And then you just incorporate that same plan of action as you move through the different quadrants of the room. So we're going to use the one touch roll. You pick it up the item once. So let's just pick up the first item. And what is that?
Ties for son.
Ties for what?
Neckties for son.
For your son?
For my son.
Are they presents for him?
I'll say yes.
That you're going to be giving to him in the next 6 months?
Yes.
Okay.
Now here's the important thing. What were they bought as presents, or were they just a great idea that, oh, he might like these? What was the intention behind it?
He's applying for jobs
Okay.
for the very first time. He doesn't have a lot of ties. These were dad's ties, his father's ties,
Okay.
but they're really nice ties.
Okay. So here's a really important question. They were not actually gifts that you bought for him, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So here's the question you want to ask yourself. If these are for my son, why are they in my room? And understand, this is not to beat yourself up. This is to know thyself, to understand where your weaknesses are so we don't have this issue again in the future. So why is it?
I think they were on the way to his room at some point, and I got distracted. That's probably the truth.
Now,
because they came from my closet. They were not in my room. They came from when I cleaned out my closet, and they were destined to go to his room, and they didn't get there. So this was kind of a stopping place, because I think I got distracted.
Okay. So every person who's on this web call right now would totally understand we got distracted and it didn't get to the destination. Okay. So this is not to feel bad. You're not weird, but here's what I want you to do is recognize that way of living is no longer acceptable. Okay. Because we're going to set out intentions to do things, and we're going to complete them, and we're going to celebrate and feel awesome about it. Okay. Instead of beating ourselves up, feeling half-assed, half-done all throughout our lives, that's the chaotic signal that I've been referring to. And it's now time to be committed, not interested in, committed to the coherent signal. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so it's time. So guess what? We're going to pick up those things and we're going to go put them in his room.
Actually, what we're going to do, because answering the question, does it serve my family? So the answer is yes. It serves your son in the present moment. Yes. So what you want to do with, in the future, when you see items like that serve a family member in the present moment, rather than putting it in your corner of your bedroom, that's when you use that one touch rule and you take it to his bedroom. However, when you're in this concentrated time of decluttering in your bedroom, you're not going to go walk to his bedroom and put it there now, because guess what happens? When you go there, then you start getting distracted about decluttering over there. So to stay laser focused in the bedroom, Susan's bedroom, what we're going to do is just take those 3 boxes of ties and put them right outside your bedroom door.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, and you can do that now while I'm talking. So what she's going to do is put it outside the door, and anything else that she finds in her bedroom. So Susan, anything else you find in your bedroom that is supposed to go to your son, it goes in the same pile outside the door to be taken to your son's room.
Okay.
So let's say also she finds items that should be in the kitchen, perhaps.
I have a coffee maker.
Okay.
A couple feet away.
There you go. So here's a perfect example. When she gets to that, she's going to walk that out to the door, in front of her bedroom door, and make a pile for things to go to relocate to the kitchen. But she's not going to walk to the kitchen right now because she could get distracted in the kitchen. So we're just going to make little piles outside the door for each room for relocating items. Okay? So that's the bigger plan. All right. So good job on the first one. Let's touch another item.
Okay. Very good. I'm just writing down. Got it. Okay. Okay, let's see. One touch rule.
Does the item serve me? Ask yourself the question. in the present moment, the here and the now, not it served me 2 years ago, and have I used it in the last 6 months or the last year, and will I use it in the next 6 months?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Does it serve a family member?
No.
Could it serve the community as the greater good? So where does it go?
Donate.
Beautiful. You're rocking, girl. Woo!
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, guys, typically when I do this live in person, not over video, I encourage you guys to put on some music. Something that'll but we're not going to do it now because we're recording and I'm guiding her through this, and music would distract everybody from the actual listening to the recording. So, but when you're doing this on your own, throw on some inspirational music that you like. And also, if it doesn't create a dangerous situation with fire, I love to light candles or just have some essence, some of your favorite smells going, whatever that is that makes you happy. Again, this is creating your sanctuary, your peaceful place. So what better way to do it with some like I love to do Christian music myself. Sometimes though, if I'm feeling like a little 80s hip hop, like woohoo, get it down, going on, right?
Right.
Just depends on what kind of mood you're in. So when you're doing this on your own, throw on some good music to light you up. Okay.
Great. Okay, great.
So let's keep going. Rock and roll.
Probably can use this hanger.
Okay. So, closet.
That
would go in the closet, correct?
Yes.
On the way to the closet, yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Daughter's underwear has to go back to daughter's room.
Okay, outside the door.
Outside the door.
Now we're going rated X here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My gosh, this is a daughter pile. So
Okay.
these are all daughter clothes. Clean has to go back to her room.
Okay.
I don't know why it's in my room, but it is. Oh, here. Okay.
So Susan, again, this is all about the mindset too, so we don't have to ever do this again. We're breaking the habits. It seems like this is a pattern, right? The sons and the daughter stuff is in your, why is that? Really understand this, because this is for you, right?
Yeah.
This is your journey, your spiritual quest. Why is it? What is the deeper meaning? Because there's always a reason why you're doing it. Why are there your kids' stuff in your room?
I mean, realistically, I can see that I have a pile of washing underneath the stuff because I see some towels back here. I see Dina's clean clothes. So I think I just got distracted and things just never got put away.
Okay, so I just want to look deeper. So it's not because you want to. Now, are your kids home right now?
David is currently living at home and going to school. Dina is going to school in Connecticut.
Okay.
So she is not here most of the time. David is here.
Okay. So could this statement be a little bit, have some truth to it, that you keep your daughter's clothes nearby because you miss her? Is there any truth to that? It doesn't have to be. Just no? Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
not in this space.
Okay, good. So it's really just the distraction just hasn't gotten there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do so that you can break this pattern and that you'll get things done? What are you going to do differently?
Okay, so if I have things in the laundry room that I'm trying to wash and clear the laundry room floor, for example, when those are done, those items need to go to their destination. So these.
Beautiful. Okay,
So watch this. So watch this, Susan. You will not enter your room until your kid's stuff gets to the end destination. So that way you'll never find your kid's stuff in your room. Do you see that? Okay. So just think that. I can never cross my threshold with my kids' stuff. I have to put them at the home where they belong. Okay?
Right.
So just like you're using the one-touch rule in your room, so let's just say you're doing laundry and you're folding the laundry right after it's done. What you want to do is fold the laundry and make piles in that laundry room. These are all the things going to my son's room. Then this pile, these are all the things that go into my daughter's room. And here's the pile that goes into my room. So when you take your laundry basket up to those rooms, that's where you have everything already pre-sorted. And then you walk into your daughter's room and then you put that stuff away. Then you go to your son's room and then you put that pile away. And then what's left in the basket is all your stuff. And then you put that stuff away. But it's away. Like Steve said, everything has a home. So your son's ties do not belong in his mom's room. We know that. So use the one, and I'm not saying bad girl. I'm just saying these are new habits, and just now that just becomes a routine, and you're just breaking old habits and creating new ones. And new ones that actually serve you because the old habits weren't. So we're just now teaching you, these are all new strategies, new ways of operating. It's like your new normal. And that's where clutter, once you do this initial decluttering, once you have these systems in place, you'll never have your son's clothes or your daughter's clothes in your room, and you don't have to go through this decluttering process because you use the one-touch rule ahead of time. So, good job. Okay, so let's go to the next item in the corner.
Okay, let's see. I think this is, a pair of jeans that fits that probably I need to wash.
Okay, so that would be laundry.
So this is laundry.
Okay, so let's put that outside for a, do you have a laundry basket or anything?
How about a bag?
So we can start a laundry pile.
Yeah.
Perfect, bag. Just make sure you don't mistake that as trash.
Right,
We have
exactly.
that labeling stuff is on that bin on the bed.
Right, okay.
So what she's going to do is we're going to create a laundry bag so that she'll put all the laundry in one bag, and then when we're done, she'll put that outside the door, and then she'll take all these different piles to the respective areas. So the laundry bag will go to the laundry room. But for right now, we're not going to walk to the laundry room. We're just going to put it in a bag, consolidating all her laundry. And then at the end of the decluttering process, she'll take it to that laundry bag to the laundry room.
Okay. All right, so I have.
Beautiful. Good.
Good.
Perfect.
And I'm going to label the bag.
Good.
And I have to say, I used to not label the bags, and I would end up, I'm a bag lady, I would end up having to open every bag all the time. And so I have found labeling the bags to be essential.
Excellent.
And also, Susan, what we're doing is because we want that fractured brain, we want to make it more efficient, right?
Right.
And
yes,
when you feel like, oh my God, what's that bag again? And then I have to double check it. So by labeling it, it takes the pressure off of memorizing. So that's what we want to do. Keep things clear, more efficient. Okay?
Yes, good. Yes.
You're doing great.
That's what keeps the process moving quickly.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay, let's do the next item.
Okay. Oh boy.
You're so cute.
Oh no.
The doll.
A dolly. Okay.
I this doll.
Kelly, can you go down a little bit? Down. There you go.
God. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to.
Does it serve you?
Yeah, does it serve me?
Okay, so does it serve a family member or a friend?
First, does it serve me?
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's the first question,
oh,
right?
I thought you already answered that. Sorry. Does it serve? Okay, does it serve you in the here and now? Remember, Susan, we're living. Remember your big why for your peaceful sanctuary.
You're right. No, it is not.
Okay. See?
Now, hold on, Elaine, because I'm seeing, and this is really good for everybody else, because what we're seeing, everybody can see it, is this internal conflict. I could see it all over your face, right?
Yeah.
And this is what we need to get to. Do you love it? Like, really love it? Now, it seems like you do. You have an affinity to it. Yes?
Okay, I do, but I also know it's cluttering up my bedroom.
Beautiful.
And it doesn't serve you again. Remember how I said in the beginning, when you hold that doll, and then you hold the vision of your peaceful sanctuary of the present moment in the here and now to create that space where you can do that contemplative prayers and create a sanctuary. When you're weighing what the importance and what you love more, what would you choose?
I mean, I would choose my sanctuary.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there anything else to think about? See, you're now making it more confusing than it needs to be. If you feel like this is going to get in the way of your sanctuary, I want you to look at it that you have a little doll girl inside, and you are way too distracted to actually go in and get to know her. And instead of you finding affinity there, I want you to find what Mela found. She found herself in that space, that you need to now allow the space to then go inward and find yourself through whichever it is, prayer, through quiet time, through not being so chaotically distracted by everything, right?
Yeah.
See, again, look at, we all can see that energy that is tethered to this doll, right? Now it's up to you to decide, because we have to make decisions here, right?
Yeah.
And if the sanctuary is more important, then the decision is made, and then we get out of the head and we get into action and we just let it go, if you're ready for it. And understand, making new decisions, it's going to be uncomfortable, but if you want to stay comfortable, then you won't change. Just know that, okay? But it's your choice. Is strong Susan strong enough to let go of this doll?
Now, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
What about saving it for my future grandchildren? Is that really weird? Or
No, but guess what? You're not living in the present moment anymore. You just went into rehearsing something way in the future. And guess what? Your peace, your joy, your sanctuary is all going to be postponed, including your happiness. Do you want to do that?
no?
For a future that might or might not ever come, it's time to live now.
Correct.
And also holding on to an item that is so far in the future, probably 10 years maybe, is that somebody else, a single mom who's not able to buy a lovely little doll like that for her daughter, you would be paying it forward and by donating it to giving it to a family in need who could actually appreciate that doll in the here and the now, the present moment, versus holding on to it for 10 years with the potential maybe that the kid would even, again, even your daughter or son would want to have that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
and
By
also,
the way, there's Gloria, who I don't know if she's here right now, but I remember talking to her and she goes, I saved all of these beautiful tiaras for my grandchildren, and when I held on to them and she's like, it's time to let go, and all of a sudden she asks the grandkids and they go, I don't even want that. I don't even like it. And she goes, I just held on to all these things because I wanted it, but they didn't want it.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right. You're right.
So here's the thing.
Yep.
What if we just let it go now, and then we open up space that in the next 10 years, who knows, maybe something else can come into our lives. I guarantee you have more than just one doll for these kids, right? Or something for them, right?
Yeah.
but here's again, one of the greatest gifts that you can give him is your love, and having them come over to your house to visit, and maybe even have a slumber party with grandma in her bedroom.
Woo!
Right.
So look what you're sacrificing by cluttering up and being embarrassed and not showing them that grandmother is a good role model of healthy living. And so when they are actually, there you go.
There we go, Susan.
So when they are actually born, that's going in the donation. So when they are born, look how cool. You know what you could even do, Strong Susan? You could even have like a little bassinet in the corner for her to sleep, the baby to sleep over in grandma's bedroom.
Right.
So that's the
I
true.
can't do that now.
That's the true juice of life, is to have quality time with a healthy grandmother who's breathing clearly in her peaceful sanctuary, and can create a safe haven for her grandchild to come visit. And the real juice that she will appreciate and remember is the memories and the special moments she's going to share with you versus a doll.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the memories that are going to last a lifetime, are the special moments you can share with that grandchild, not the item itself. Okay, so how do you feel about putting that in the donation box?
I think I feel pretty good right now. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And Susan, by the way, the more you let go of this stuff, the more you're going to be able to be present with your people in your life, in your life, right?
Right.
Because this chaotic feeling and this ADD and this fractured thinking and feeling disallows you from being fully present with the people that you love the most. And you're going to notice a huge difference of your energy that's going to be more focused in the right direction instead of scattered everywhere, okay? And then feeling guilty, like if you go visit your kids and then you feel guilty, I should be home decluttering, we won't have that anymore. That'll be taken care of, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, all of that is definitely worth letting go.
It is. It is so worth letting go. Yes. Yes.
Excellent. So that was a big breakthrough. See, this is, again, now we're going to use that same strategy whenever you have those, a little bit of an emotional tug of war there. And that's totally normal. But we coached you through it, and that's what you're going to use, because we're not going to be in every room of your house after this session. So, and everybody else listening to this video, just make sure you understand that is when you're first starting to do this, that's the breakthrough. So celebrate the baby steps, know that you have the confidence to do that, and just use that same strategy whenever you have that little bit of a internal conflict, because that's totally normal. That's absolutely normal. But again, go back to the coaching on what we just worked through, and you'll be fine.
So let's grab another item. We're on a roll here.
I will say that there is an empty chair.
Yay!
All right.
Now, I have not been able to sit down in this chair forever and ever.
Okay, so
So
this is
that's
a great. So this is a great moment to celebrate the baby step,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
So jump up and down, do something to celebrate. Woo!
Yay,
Do your happy
Susan!
dance. Do your happy dance.
Yes.
Okay,
And
very
Susan,
good.
you know what's great is really that would take you maybe 10 minutes, wouldn't it? In the right mindset. In the right mindset, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yep.
So doesn't this feel empowering? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm stopping myself. It's like that's right there. I can do this. All right, let's keep the momentum. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's see. This definitely looks like recycle to me.
Recycle.
You know?
That's an easy decision.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what's after you do that. So here's an important question, Susan.
Yeah.
If that was sitting there and you knew it was recycling, why haven't you done it up until now?
Whoops.
You wanted to look through it. Or-
Yeah, I did probably want to look through it. Now, I didn't look through it just now, but I glanced at it and it didn't seem important. And also, it's been here a long time. So that decreases its importance.
Whatever was important before, the time has definitely made it that it's not that important, right? And again, I want you to see, no matter what was interesting and my curiosity and all of that, that is not the focus right now. So I really honor you for recognizing this sanctuary is the focus. Now, here's the thing. When the sanctuary is done, then you can go find the luxury of interesting things to go read and all of that, but not until we're done decluttering. You understand? Okay.
And Steve, are you saying, yeah, nothing like that should enter the bedroom sanctuary, right?
Correct.
Until and then we're not saying perfection. We're just saying until it's decluttered, you're feeling really good. Your cortisol and your adrenaline is slowing down because you're more relaxed in your peaceful place. That's what we're going for. Then, and only then, do you then go to the luxury of, oh, what's an interesting reading and get distracted. That's only when we're done this project. Okay?
Okay. So, and also, just to make a note at the end too, as a part of your celebration, is to then do some decorating. You know, like this is where you can hang pictures and maybe bring in some fresh flowers or even or silk flowers to make it girly and feminine. And again, this is about you. And now you can decorate it interior design wise. And I have a background in interior design. This is where I work with our clients to make it your own. Put your own stamp on it to make it yours and only you, right? What makes you happy in that space?
Oh gosh. Okay. Whoops. Okay.
By the way, Susan, can you imagine never having to do that again? Trip over your stuff? Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be, yes, that would be amazing. Yes, I would love that. So this is office supply. These are sticky notes.
Okay. Okay.
By my desk.
Okay, so what you do with that, you take it out to the door, and then you start a pile for relocating to the office, just like you did with relocating to your son and daughter's room.
Okay. This looks like it could be recycled. I think this is a recycle bag, guys.
Beautiful.
Done.
Beautiful. That was easy.
And I don't know why it just kind of got stuck here, but it did.
Well, that's an easy look. She looks like Santa Claus. That's awesome.
On its way. Here.
Okay.
This. Oh, this is something I meant to put on a wall.
Oh, I love it.
Yay! The sanctuary!
Okay, so
I actually want to keep this, I would say even for this room.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, So that's fabulous. So remember how I talked about decorating when you're done? So why don't we start maybe on top of your armoire? On top of the armoire, so it's above you?
No, Susan, above you,
Can you
behind you.
can you
Up there.
reach up there? I don't know if she can reach up there. Well, maybe you can.
Yep, you
There
can.
you go. And just make a note, Kelly, or whoever's taking notes, that's the area where she's going to start putting, well, we'll start putting things for decorating up there. And the reason I'm putting it up there, guys, so you know, is beautiful.
Right more, worry less. Yay.
See, this is all aligned with creating the peaceful sanctuary. So
Yes.
whatever else we find for that theme, we're going to put and stage it above her armoire. And the reason I'm putting it up there is so that it clears up space on the floor.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, one for the laundry room. I am thankful for all this laundry. It means my loved ones are here at home.
Okay, nice.
So I'll
just
put that on its way to the laundry.
exactly.
An empty box. I mean, with some, like
Yeah.
probably trash, but mainland, this is like a recycle.
Yep.
So Susan, this is really important. Why did you hold on to that box?
Oh, at the time, I probably was thinking, gosh, this is a mail ordered item. I might want to send something back. But to be honest, I think what was in there was a good thing that I kept, but somehow I just kept the box. But so I don't know. I don't have a good reason, Steve.
Okay, no, but that's actually a great reason. And it's common sense, right? It's like, oh, if I have to send it back, I want the same box that it came in. But I'm going to give you a little tip that I've started using because I got that same thing. I don't order a whole lot, but when I do, and I'm concerned if I am, I want to try it out. I want to make sure it works. If it's, So what I do is actually I have a place that's in my garage, and I basically just put a date on the box. So 3/28 of if it's a month after the time that I receive it, because that's typically 30 days you have in terms of returning. And
Right.
basically when I go back out in the garage and it's April 5th and I see a box with 3/28 on it, I throw it in the recycling and it's right by the recycling container.
Okay, got you.
Okay?
Right.
And,
Okay.
and most importantly is that box does not clutter the sanctuary at any cost.
Right.
Right?
Cluttering the sanctuary.
It is no.
So, and then that's also a great strategy to use is that's the staging area for any boxes from any room. So again, that's like if you put that box from your bedroom out, like in our situation, it's the garage. Then if you find boxes elsewhere, they're all in one place. And that's when you just put them after that date, they go out into the recycling, but they're out of every single room. So there's a staging area for all of that stuff, like Steve was just saying. And
Right.
likewise with donations. So when you're taking that donation box, you want to, let's just say it's one box, you want to put that out by the front door where you're going to run your errands one day. Well, there's that box is going to be the central donation box from things from different rooms. So let's just say you're past this big decluttering process, but then you want to go to donation once a month, maybe. This is, again, I'm fast forwarding, but I don't want to confuse you guys, but let's just say you're decluttering various different rooms. You would go to the donation center once a month and you would just keep a donation box centrally located. I have it in our foyer closet, and that's where all the donations go. But that's when you're further along. So I just wanted to mention that. But it's a staging area is basically where I'm going with that.
So
But it's
Susan, if you can see, there's a pattern that everything has a home. Even Amazon boxes has a home. It's, you know, it has a home.
Yes. Great.
And it's not in your general living area, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
I would confidently say that Pandora's box that you were so intimidated by,
I was.
you could just feel your energy. And you understand that intimidation keeps it from, I'll get to it later, and that later never comes, right?
That's right. Yes.
So now that you beautifully, there was a lot of stuff in there, a lot of decisions to make, but are you noticing that your decisions are quicker and more decisive, and this kind of wishy-washy, I don't know place, you're no longer in that place. You're in a very decisive place. So do you see how this is a muscle that we've all been doing together, and you're now like going to the gym, your muscles getting stronger and stronger. So
Right.
Do you feel that inside?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So do you see how all that clutter becomes stagnant energy? And it's when I talk about the train that gets moving, don't look now, but your train is a chewing, okay? You're going, a chicka, right? So it's up to you to continue that momentum, okay? And this is the time to do it. And everybody else, delve in, do the exact same thing, because we make it so much more complicated and hard in our own minds, and that's why the clutter stays around, okay? So in that quadrant, Susan, that we addressed tonight, are you feeling really good about that success?
Yes. And here, Kelly, let's just look at that quadrant for a second. With the dog.
Oh, fabulous.
Susan, don't look now, but I think Yoshi is feeling a little home, like feeling the sanctuary. Yes? Oh, I can't hear her.
We lost your volume, Susan.
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
know.
there you go. You're back.
Yeah. I might not have been talking.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah. But it is nice to have. So it's just like a clean corner.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a clean corner, which is very nice. And
Beautiful.
So when's the last time that you and Yoshi had that beautiful sanctuary corner?
years.
Long time.
Freedom!
That's when you want to go, what? And by the way, if we didn't have all the mindset stuff, how long would that have taken you to do?
Longer.
Well,
Or would you have ever gotten to it?
yeah.
Well, that's it. I have not. I have avoided it and not gotten to it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So was it the intimidation? Was it as overwhelming? Was it as scary? Was it as hard as you made it out to be
No,
with our help?
it was easier than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Kelly had an insight about my bedroom because I had a screaming husband that I'm divorced from now. And she said, Susan, do you think the clutter might be because you're just not going to let anybody in to where he was a screaming maniac? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Susan, I understand. Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, your finger's on the thing, I think. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So here's a great time to even celebrate that you have now taken the power back, because that was you kind of losing that your own power to that story, right? That
Exactly.
is living in the past of that past relationship, and you are no longer in that relationship. And
That's
remember
right.
how I read in the horoscope, it was all about today you could use a big dose of freshness. See what you can do to empty a few closets, emotional and bedroom alike. Toss out a grudge, a relationship, or an old sweater, and you'll immediately feel a sense of freedom and relief. So that's what you're doing by letting go of these items. You're also letting go of that memory of the past relationship that wasn't healthy for you.
Right.
And now you're taking back your power in creating a healthy sanctuary for you. And
Right.
honoring yourself as a woman to feel your femininity and get into your feminine state of I deserve to live in a peaceful, loving, healthy, happy sanctuary. And now you're commanding that and taking your power back, and there's where it all is. It's all of that self-love that you're getting back to. And there's where I invite every single one of you guys, women or men on this call, to just honor yourself and take back your power, because the power, your clutter has had the power. And now you're shifting that, and you're coming back into your oneness and your powerful place. Remember how Sperry was in her pose, right? Her power pose. Right? That's what you guys are all going to go back to, is that power pose of I'm in control here, not the clutter. So I really, really honor you, Strong Susan. You just, wow. Everyone on this line just got tremendous inspiration from you. You're a beacon of light for everyone, because if you can do it, everyone watching can likewise do this too. And I really honor you and your bravery, your courage, and your strength. And you rocked it, baby. You rocked it.
Well, thank you guys so much for supporting me and loving me. It's awesome, and I love you back.
Yes,
We will
yes.
together. We will do this, you guys.
Absolutely.
We will all clear our bedrooms.
Yes.
We will all support each other to clean the rest of our houses, and we will have peaceful sanctuaries, every one of us.
Woo!
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.